Hi, thank you for being here. Today we're doing an updated Twilight collection. I don't exactly remember how long ago I did the last Twilight collection. I think it was like a year ago. I buy and sell a lot of Twilight things, so there are a lot of things in that video that I no longer have and a lot of new things that I have, and I thought I would do an updated collection because I love collection videos. I don't really know where to start. I'm surrounded by Twilight stuff. So the thing I've owned the longest in my collection that I still have, I don't have currently with me, but I saw it when I went to my mom's house. I was digging through like a box of a lot of my old favorite things. I did keep the Twilight board game board that I got, I don't know, as a kid, probably for Christmas in like what, 2008, 2009. I wanted to do a video, like a show and tell of like different things from my 2000s to 2010s childhood. I guess I'll start with the clothes just because that's what I'm most excited about and I feel like it's the most unique, I guess, out of my collection. I used to have tons of shirts, but it gets to a point with my closet where I have too many black t-shirts, like too many, and every day I just wear a different black t-shirt. So yeah, I decided to sell some of them off. I love this print so much. I love this picture just in general of like Edward and Bella, and the other one too where their faces are more kind of overlapping. I don't know if I have a picture here, but it's like the cover of the movie. I like that photo as well. I really like this shirt, and it's kind of like a navy color too, which is cool. I like styling it with one of my trip skirts. It's also kind of navy, black, and white, and it's just, I have fallen in love with like navy, black, and white, and gray because of the first Twilight movie. The merch color scheme are those colors, so yeah, that's kind of the era I'm in. The next one I have, I think I did have this one in my last video. This is from like the newer Twilight merch. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but they've been dropping the craziest, most out-of-pocket merch. And I'm like, who is on the merch team? Who? Because I'm fired. But this one's really good. This is one of my favorites. This one. This is crazy. This is a Twilight grail. If you know, you know. The Alice Cullen shirt. Every time I see this, I'm just shook. I'm so shook that I was able to find this. And look. It's brand new with tags. I know, this is crazy. Like, actually, like, I love this tag. It's like chrome with like the black Hot Topic logo. I love this like graphic image of her so much. This hair was iconic. Like when I was a kid, I wanted this hair so bad. Alice was my favorite character growing up, but now that I'm a lot older, I think my favorite, I also liked Edward. I was a huge Edward girl. But now that I'm a lot older, I think my favorite characters are Jacob, Emmett, and Charlie. So I think that says like a lot about like, I guess I prefer like much more like down to earth, like silly kind of people nowadays, and I'm also a dog person, so I just love romance though, and I love how like intensely Bella and Edward loved each other. Like, you know, say what you want, like they were both awkward and maybe a little weird, but they definitely were in love with each other and nobody can take that away from them. Yeah, let me know who your favorite characters are right now and if they've changed from when you were a kid, because I'm curious. The next piece I have, if you watch my videos, you've seen a million times. It's my Punks and Kisses hoodie. I love this hoodie. Love is like an understatement, honestly. Like, I adore this hoodie. I love the colors, the way it fits. If you've never heard of Punks and Kisses before, they do like limited time drops. So once they release something, chances are they'll never drop it again. So this sweater is super hard to find, and I had been looking for it for so long. And then one day I was on Depop in like the middle of the night. I kid you not. I like somebody had just posted it for like $40 or something like that, and she told me to send her offers for lower as well. And yeah, so I got it for a super good price. I adore this. I wore this all fall and winter. I'm sad that it's like blazing hot outside and I can't wear it as much, but I love this hoodie so much. It's all over my Instagram too. This was a gift from Liz. I know I say like I buy and sell a lot of Twilight stuff, but I definitely will not sell any gifts for sure. Like, these are sentimental, and even if I phase out of Twilight one day, which I won't, I will keep these forever just because like they are super sentimental and special to me. And Liz gifted me this new moon scarf, which is so cute. I have so many brown and black things. I could not believe my eyes when she told me, I have a birthday gift for you. This was like a year? Was it last year? Maybe it was last year. And she like goes to her trunk and pulls this out, and I don't deserve Liz. I do not. Like, she is so sweet. And I think she said that she found this thrifting, or her mom found it thrifting, and what? Insane thrift find. And then I opened it inside and it was like stickers and this scarf and then a diesel bag. Like, so the next thing I have is my Twilight pops. I don't know, I think I did have these in my last video. The Edward one is really cool because he's sparkly. Wow. Yeah, I really like this. It's Edward from the first movie, and then Bella from the last movie. And this one's in the wedding dress, which was absolutely beautiful. That whole wedding scene, so beautiful. And then I have this little Bella new moon photo card. It was a freebie. I just think it's so beautiful. I think these Twilight cards in general are really beautiful. Then I have my Alice necklace. This is really cool too. It's not as hard to find as the shirt, but it is still pretty hard to find for a reasonable price. I believe I got this one on eBay. The sun is like too bright, but it has that same graphic from the shirt. And I just love this packaging. It's so beautiful. Oh wait, if I hold it back here, can you see? Yeah, kind of. I'm a terrible YouTuber, but I don't know if that's better or worse, but maybe I can show you this now. Nope, I think that's as good as we're gonna get. So yeah, I do have the Twilight soundtracks. I love these so much. These are probably one of my prized possessions, even though they're not like super rare. I just love music, and this soundtrack got me through some pretty hard times, and so I feel like they're kind of like my comfort albums. And if I'm really sad, like if I play these, I think it will feel like a hug. I think Twilight in general feels like a hug just because I grew up with them, and just reading the books and watching the movies like brought me a lot of joy. So yeah, right now I'm actually reading them again. I'm reading the first book right now, and then after I finish it, I'm gonna rewatch the movie, and then I'll do that with every book, and hopefully I'll make it through Midnight Sun this time. I've read most of it, but I just got kind of bored last time and I stopped reading it, so yeah. Maybe I'll make it through Midnight Sun. I guess I'll show you from back here, but I have the first movie soundtrack. I actually replaced the jewel cases on all of these. Like, I bought a pack of blank CD cases at Office Depot, and then I put them all in new cases just so that they were fresh and not like scratched and stuff. Some of these inserts on the other side have posters. Isn't this so beautiful? Like, this is a beautiful CD. I don't think I showed the posters in the last video, but I'll open them and see which ones have posters. I like this. This is that picture I was telling you that I really liked. Maybe I'll put this on the wall. Or is that too much? Oh, I have a new moon poster right here. I'll put a clip of it. I forgot to mention that. I'm gonna mention it right now before I forget. But yeah, giant new moon poster. I got it on Mercari. I love that it has like the blue artist name and then the white song name. I don't know. I just like little details like that. But see, this is a good soundtrack right here. We have 2 Paramore songs, not 1 but 2. I Caught Myself and Decoder both on here. There's Linkin Park. That's right, Linkin Park on the Twilight soundtrack. And then we got Muse. Supermassive Black Hole, Full Moon by the Black Ghost. Like, some pretty solid songs here. And of course, Flightless Bird. Every time I hear that song, I just feel so whole. Like, that song just makes me feel whole. It's a song from the prom scene. I do like when CDs have the song lyrics on the inserts. I don't think they do that nowadays, but I don't know. I haven't bought in like a modern CD in a really long time. But the posters are really sick too. Here's the Twilight score. I've literally never opened the insert for this one. I do feel like the Twilight one and the New Moon one were the strongest scores, so I only have those two. So here's a note from the director, and here's a picture of them, and then here's a note from the composer. So I'll quickly read them to you. The note from the director says, "The best way to read novel Twilight is to let yourself be swept away. Let yourself fall in love, let yourself become obsessed. Let yourself feel scared, feel passion, feel brave, feel immortal. In the film, we tried to transport you to this world of verdant rainforests and thick foggy days. We tried to immerse you as totally as possible." I love Catherine Hardwicke. She also directed Lords of Dogtown, which is like a super huge movie within skateboarding culture, and I love that movie so much. And so when I found out she directed both Twilight and Lords of Dogtown, like, those are two like very important movies in my life. So shout out Catherine Hardwicke. She's awesome. And like the blue filter, iconic. Like, nobody did it like Catherine. Like, no offense to the other directors. I mean, New Moon was really good too. The soundtrack was really solid. Next I have the New Moon soundtrack. This glare is killing me, but yeah. New Moon soundtrack. These have some real good like emo alternative music. I don't know, the vibes are so good for these soundtracks. This one has Death Cab for Cutie, Meet Me on the Equinox, Band of Skulls, Tom York, Hearing Damage. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but I love that song so much. Possibility, of course. The Killers are on this. Bon Iver and St. Vincent, Rosalind. Just so much good music. So much good music. The Meadows on here from the score. This soundtrack is so good. Like, it's just so heartbreakingly good. I get chills thinking about it. And this is the CD. Look how beautiful. It's quite an interesting choice for them to put the Cullens when New Moon was like more about the wolves. I kind of wish they would have done the wolves, but the Cullens are cool too. Then here is the score for that movie. And this is the CD. So in my intro for the channel, I actually have like a Pinterest picture of this score, and somebody removed all the saturation, so it looks kind of like grayish. And then when I bought the CD and saw it was actually all brown, I was like kind of taken aback, but it's really beautiful and I love that picture. Interesting. And the insert, it's square and it's just the picture of the score. This is huge. That's funny. I didn't even know this. I've never opened this insert before. Then I have the Eclipse soundtrack. This one I found thrifting. I think all the other ones I got on like Depop or Mercari or eBay. I think even Poshmark and Facebook Marketplace, like just whoever had the cheapest one, that's the one I got, and it did take me like quite a while to find. This is so beautiful. But I happened to find this one in a Goodwill and I screamed. It was in one of my thrift vlogs. Oh, the quality is so upped for this insert. It feels so crisp. But this is a poster of Bella. And then in the back, we have the wolves. I guess they made up for New Moon, how they have the Cullens. They decided to put a picture of the wolves, but like super tiny on this one. It's quite interesting to see like the jump from like the first two movies and their merch to like Eclipse. Then I have Breaking Dawn 1 and 2 soundtracks. Oh, I didn't say my favorites from this soundtrack. Florence and the Machine. I love Florence and the Machine. So with Breaking Dawn Part 1, this soundtrack will make you cry. This will make you cry. This one has Flightless Bird, the wedding version. Again, that song, like, I didn't have a wedding, but I always said that if we do like a 5 or 10 year kind of like renewal of vows, I would love to have this song at like a little family wedding. I don't know. Wedding like get together. I don't know, I think that would be really cute, but that song is just so special, And then there's also 1,000 Years is on this soundtrack. I really love End Tapes, that's a good one. From Now On is really fun, I like that one a lot. Turning Page is on this one, another that's like so sad. So yeah, it has like all the Cullens and Jacob, just like Jacob randomly thrown in there. Everybody else is in a pair, and Jacob, poor Jacob, man. Oh, okay. Then we got the wolves, like in wolf form. That's pretty cool. And then this is the CD. I feel like this is a little too bright. It doesn't really match everything. It would have been cool if they would have done like, you see how there's kind of like the golden clouds? Like if they would have done that on the CD instead. I don't know. And then Breaking Dawn Part 2, the soundtrack. My favorites on here for sure are The Antidote and Speak Up. St. Vincent's on this one again. I love The Antidote. It's just like very unique sounding music to me. 1,000 Years is also on this one. This was probably my least favorite movie visually, but that ending montage, if you know, you know, like that ending montage, the first time I saw it, I remember sobbing like so much. So sad. Like the music, the visuals, everything, like every time, even now, like I get chills when I watch that last montage. And then I also have this like Blue October foiled album along with my soundtracks. It's not like specifically Twilight, but a lot of the fans always say that the song Hate Me reminds them of Edward. If you read Midnight Sun, you'll know that this man just hates himself. And then I also have Twilight instrumental piano music. So I guess I'll quickly like run through my books. For the first book, I have this version, which is like the little version. I don't know what it's called. I don't like reading. I hate reading. But I like Twilight, so it's kind of dusty. Sorry if you see all the dust floating around. And it still has the Goodwill sticker on it. Got it for $1.99. And I don't know, I really like this a lot. The letters have like kind of a silver foil to them. Yeah, so I have it in little, and then I also have it like a little bit bigger with this movie cover. So both of them are like movie covers. I like this one a lot. I got this one first, I believe. I got it on Depop for like $10-ish. And I really like just like this picture. I don't know. And then inside I happen to have a bookmark with the same image. I also got this on Depop. Then for New Moon, I have this movie cover version, which I also got at Goodwill. This one, it came with a movie ticket inside. They saw this movie at 2:10 p.m. on 11/20/2009. So that's pretty cool, movie tickets from the time. And then it also has a poster in the back with that same creepy picture of Jacob and Bella. New Moon is, I think, the saddest book out of all of them. Like, it's so sad to read, and then when you get to that part, let me find it. If you've never read New Moon, but you've seen the movie, so you know that part when the camera kind of circles around Bella and all the seasons are changing? Well, in the book version, it kind of looks like this. So, you know, everything happens, and she's really sad. And then it says October, November, December, January, waking up. That is so sad. Like, I'm getting chills right now. This is so cringe, isn't it? But time passes, even when it seems impossible. Even when each tick of the second hand aches like the pulse of blood behind a bruise, it passes unevenly in strange lurches and dragging lulls. But pass it does, even for me. It's so dramatic. But I just love how intensely their love is. I'm a sucker. I also have this version of New Moon, so it's like the white cover I was telling you. I believe I got this one on Mercari, and the back is red. And then Eclipse I also have in the white version, and then Breaking Dawn as well. The chess pieces. This is a thick book. I think my favorite book would be a tie between Eclipse and Breaking Dawn. Eclipse, I felt like my phone ran out of storage, but it just occurred to me that I could like move it a little bit. Anyways, what I was saying was that Eclipse, I felt like the realizations that Bella comes to in this book are really special and important and really sad, just like very bittersweet. It was like very complex emotions that she was kind of working through, and I don't know. I liked hearing Jasper's backstory. Like, all in all, I really liked Eclipse. Breaking Dawn, I love because it's funny. And like, I know that that opinion is very controversial. Most people on the internet will say that they hate the part where Jacob narrates. So if you remember in like the movie and you've never read the books, when Bella's pregnant in the books, when she's like pregnant and then she gives birth and she's like kind of dead, Jacob in the books, he takes over, and so Jacob is narrating for like a good chunk, and it's so funny to me. Like, it's hilarious, and his like banter with Rosalie is so funny to me, and just the way he thinks. I had a lot of guy friends in high school, and like just like the way guys think are so funny, and I feel the author really captured how Jacob would be feeling in these moments. And I just remember laughing my head off. And I was reading it in public too. I was at Barnes, like, just giggling because Jacob is hilarious. I think I am a Jacob girl. I am. I didn't even know I had this, if I'm being completely honest with you. I don't remember getting this. I got it at Goodwill apparently, and it's The Secret Life of Bree Tanner, which is about like the newborn in Eclipse, and maybe I would like this. I don't know. I mean, I liked Eclipse. This is gonna be such a long video. I still have to show you more stuff after this. I have my Midnight Sun book. I got this one on Depop, and it's a hefty boy, let me tell you. The story with Midnight Sun is that Stephanie Meyer, the author, wrote it a really long time ago, and then it got kind of leaked, and she was pretty upset and said she was never going to release it, but here we are. She did end up releasing it many years later, and you can still find the original leaked version, and I believe there are like slight differences, but this is like the complete version, and I never made it through the whole thing. Edward just like really hates himself, and it is quite interesting now that I'm thinking about it, kind of comparing like Jacob narrating to Edward narrating. It is very sweet, however, to like hear how beautiful he found Bella and things like that. Like, the romance side is really good. The self-pity side, it drags on a bit, like. So yeah, I don't know. If you've read this one, let me know what you thought. I do have a couple pins. I'm missing one. I don't know where it's at, where I would have put it, but I got this Alice and Jasper one for free when I got my Alice choker. They also included this one, like 2 freebie pins, was super sweet of the seller. And it has Edward and Bella. And then this one I got at Hot Topic recently. Or not recently, but like maybe like a year ago. And it's just a New Moon movie poster, which I thought was kind of funny. It's the one I have here on my wall. And then for movies, I have so many versions of these 5 movies. Why? I don't know, because I'm a collector and I guess that's what we do. I have like the Blu-ray version, which is the first like CD version I got. This is what my husband and I watched. So yeah, it just has like all 5 movies in here. So then when I started collecting things, I wanted to get like these versions. So I have Breaking Dawn. This is really beautiful, like this. Here's a back. Here's like Eclipse, Twilight. I love this version, it's so beautiful. I also have this version that has like the 2 photos. And I have this New Moon. Oh, the sun kind of chilled out, cool. And the back, it has like the other movie cover. Then I have this Eclipse version. Oh look, just the movie cover version I was just talking about. This one's really cool. I found this at Goodwill, like sealed. I took off the wrapping because I'm crazy. But this one's super beautiful, and it came with like photo cards. It's like the newborns. Oh, it was a Target exclusive. So I guess this is like on the back. Oh, this is beautiful. I don't remember this part, but they say Eclipse on the back. These are the photos. This is beautiful. This is scary. I say that every time I show these, but yeah. I thought this was really cool and really special. And then Breaking Dawn Part 2. This one says Walmart, so maybe Walmart sold this version with the paper sleeve. those are all the movies I have. Overkill, maybe, but I thrifted most of them, so like some of them I got even at the Goodwill bins, which is even cheaper than the normal like $2 Goodwill sells them for. But next I have my Twilight bags, and I believe I had both of these in the last video. I got this one on Depop. It's just the Twilight image with the colors on it. I love that it's gray and black. I like wearing it when I wear a gray outfit. Then I have my New Moon one, which is I believe the first one I got, and I got this one on Poshmark. I like wearing this with my brown outfits. Then another Twilight grail for sure. This bag is so hard to find, so hard to find. It's the gray Alice bag. Super beautiful. It's like all over like Twilight Pinterest. I was able to find the black Alice bag and the gray one separate times, but within maybe like a month or two of each other, and I was so excited. I found the black one on Depop, and then this one I believe I got it on Mercari. When Noodles needed his surgery, I listed the black Alice bag, and I do miss it, but I do think maybe I didn't need both the black one and the gray one. So I hope the girl I sent it to, the black Alice bag, is now in Canada. I hope she really enjoys it. And then the last Twilight bag I have is this one. And this was a part of Hot Topic's like newer releases. They released it last summer for like just in time for school. They went crazy with the backpacks last summer. When I saw it, I fell in love with it. It's so beautiful. Speaking of new Twilight drops, the Twilight Colourpop collection. This was insane. I am so glad I found out about it before it dropped. Colourpop released a small collection of makeup, including an eyeshadow palette, some lip products, some eye products, some like shimmery stuff, and I will show it to you right now. So this is the eyeshadow palette. Here's the eyeshadow palette. It's super beautiful. Like everything is kind of raised. I love like the foil on it. It has like a holographic foil. And the coloration. This is so beautiful on the inside. It has Bella and Edward in the meadow, and then all the colors are like blue and green, which I love. I love this like light blue here, and this dark blue is really beautiful too. The greens are really unique. I love the whites. Everybody was really mad at the colors because there was no red, but I don't think red makes sense for this color story. I did sell some of the pieces from the collection that I wasn't like in love with, so I just kept my favorites. This is the body oil. It's like, oh, I haven't shake it up because all of it was to one side, but basically it's a glitter oil. It's pretty fun. It's called like diamonds, so you can get like vampire skin. And then there's a super shock highlighter. Nothing too special about it besides the packaging, but the packaging is really cute. And then they sold a couple of lip oils. There's like a red one, a blue one, and then the black one was my favorite. The packaging has the wolf, the culling crest, and the truck. Here's the black lip oil that I was talking about. This one says Team Jacob. All the mess on the floor. Okay, I'm almost done, I promise. So one of you guys, Wendy, reached out to me and said she wanted to send me some like Twilight stuff, and it's really cool. I made a video unboxing it, so if you want to go like see my reaction and everything kind of in detail, I show it in that video. She sent me some like cool photo cards that were at Burger King back in the day. It's from New Moon. I think my favorite is the wolf one. Where is it? Right here. It's pretty sick. And then the back has a whole bunch of like ads, which is really cool. Like, have like shirts and stuff. And then she also sent a little Twilight enamel pin. Really cool, really special. I love this packaging so much. And then this charm bracelet, which is so beautiful. It has a little lion and a lamb, the culling crest, the Twilight logo, and an apple. This is so cool. Thank you again, Wendy. And Liz. Like, you guys are so sweet, and I feel honored. And then last but not least, I found this board game at the Goodwill bins. It's the New Moon board game. It's the exact one I had for the first movie, but in the second movie. I know it seems like I make videos talking about nothing, but those are the kind of videos I like watching, so I think that's all. See you later, bro fist.